back, everybody, into the recap of day 6, 7. Today is Tuesday, yeah. Day 7 of the FTMO challenge, and this is what happened today on gold. As you can see on the hourly time frame, this is from London session, London Open. We saw that price broke aggressively above this previous PSA, which we can also mark better with just this line. As you can see, price broke above very aggressively after grabbing liquidity in pre-London at the previous PSA, which was already marked, as you can see here on the hourly, as it was the previous highs that caused reaction in the last week, and got some liquidity and then just pushed up. As you can see, nice move. This is like 30 pips, easy. And as you can see later on, very slow London session after that. As you can see, price, yes, came up to this same PSA in a much slower and sort of choppy way, especially on the 1 hour, as you can see. And then very aggressive. This is New York Open, liquidity grab and then pushing up. New 4-hour candle, which is exactly this one. You can see it on the right hand side. The new 4-hour candle made a lower wick and then pushed very aggressively. This is like 70 pips. Push very clean on the upside, breaking above the hourly PSA and even the 4-hour PSA around here, which I guess if I do this, as you can see, yeah, it's exactly there. Broke above these candle bodies for 70 pips, as I said. Very, very nice. In continuation, I think we can also draw a trend line with the candle bodies. One, let's see, from here. Do I have the, why is this? Okay, like a magnet. We can do this trend line very clean. Doesn't we don't need it that much, but as you can see, just to show you how strong the bullish move was today. And as you can see now, this is the 30 minutes time frame from, as you can see, very clear London Open. First half an hour of London made its way to the previous PSA. You could have not get in this time frame, in this candle close. I mean, it was, yes, closing above, but I mean, I wouldn't be sure with all these rejections. I wouldn't take a trade with this candle closure. So I would have waited. I was not, of course, on the chart. I would have waited exactly for this lower wick. And when the price closes above, then you can take your entry. This is like 27 pips, but you get to 21 pips very easily, as we're going to see on the lower time frame. After that, even on the 30 minutes, it's very clear that the price is making higher lows and higher highs. So during New York session, New York Open, and later on made a new liquidity grab that on the 1 minute would have given me many fake outs. But since I was waiting for clean 5 and 15 minutes candle close, I didn't take any trade over there. And I actually took one trade in this 30-minute candle that we're going to see later on. As you can see, price then broke aggressively with, I think, the New York Stock Exchange opening as well, but with like 26 pips more, reacting initially to this previous PSA and closing bearish. But afterwards, I think, no, this one is with New York Stock Exchange opening. Liquidity grabbed exactly at this previous PSA on the lower time frame. On the lower time frame is much more clear. And as you can see, this is a very nice 80 pips, 30-minute candle, breaking up very, very easily on the upside. After that, very aggressive bearish move, still grabbing liquidity exactly at the hourly and 4-hour PSA, which is was this one, during this one, I guess. So yeah, is this hourly? As you can see, it is grabbing liquidity exactly at this hourly PSA, and then in continuation up for even more, like 40 pips more and above the 4-hour highs that is coming from these previous rejections. And there you go. Now we still have above here some nice range, but still, of course, we have multiple price sensitivity areas that can act as a resistance, especially for the 4-hour time frame. So what we're going to see is that possibly tomorrow, depending on where the price is, we might chart up the price action like this. Okay, and I wanted to see also the daily. Yes, it is closing very bullish, and I think it was charted up here. I don't remember. Okay, so let's go into this is the 30 minutes. Let's go back to the 15 minutes. And as I told you, oopsie, very clean London Open. London Open, as you can see, made his lower wick after London. So with clear volume on the chart. 2 candles, half an hour of waiting. But when this candle makes the lower wick and then breaks above, that's a very easy 25 pips on the upside. You take profit to react exactly at this previous PSA, which was already charted up. After that, what you see on the chart is that price, yes, is rejecting it. Gives another attempt after this grabbing liquidity at this PSA, still makes a lower high. And as you can see, if you see on the left, this point is exactly where the price reacted. Not something that you already know, but it's something that, okay, this is a further confirmation that this PSA is acting as a resistance for the bullish move. You see that the price is during the London session making a support, and then when it's when it's New York, you come on the charts and you see that you have this PSA to be broken or this PSA to be broken. And what you see is that even though on the 1 minute price, for sure it gave some possible opportunity to enter here, because looking live, it was it was staying a lot of time over there below, but not closing. You could have taken some sells, but luckily waiting for the candle to close saved up a lot of money. And as you can see, this one is showing that it's just a huge liquidity grab to the upside, because if it closed below here, there was high chance that when the candle broke, it would have gone to retest these previous lows. But since it closed above, next candle even broke above here and just went bananas. And we're going to see on the 5 minute, this candle was very nice, and what we did on this candle exactly. But even without that, okay, when the candle broke above here, you still have like 18-19 pips for a quick scalp. And again, when New York Stock Exchange grabs some liquidity, even more price sensitivity area broken and goes on the upside. Late New York, I was not watching it, but as you can see, yes, strong rejection, liquidity grab exactly at the same PSA that is clearly visible even on the 15 minute, to then continue up. 5 minute chart, very nice. This is the London Open, as I showed you. So as you can see, the upside move was very fast. It was in the last 5 minutes on the candle, and is like 25 pips above these previous weeks. If we were looking for the 5 minute chart, as you can see, then you see that price is making support, makes a double bottom. You could even take some scalps on the upside here, but anyway, what you see is that price never closed below this PSA. even on the 5 minute. And when this candle, what I did was, when I saw this bullish candle showing and confirming that all this was a PSA, and look at the candle support, was a liquidity grab on the upside, I took a buy scalp over here above this previous week for like 10 pips partials. And as you can also look at the liquidity grab. So that's when I place my pending order above here, and 10 pips, 90%. Let the rest run for like 25 pips, because I was looking at here on the left hand side and I said, you know what, let me take it out. And at first I had like the final TP at 100 pips, but I said, okay, you know what, let's take it out here. It would have gone to 100 pips, but anyway, it was very nice scalp. And we're going to see it. Then I was watching this amazing PSA. Entering here, entering there, I don't know. This is too big of wicks. We are still, this is a 4 hour and hourly strong PSA, as you can see here. So it's not safe for me to enter randomly here. What I waited for was, I think I had like, I don't remember. I had like, let's go and see it. Why don't I don't remember it? Second trade was on the 5 minute. This is the 15 minute, 5 minute. Wow. Yeah, this is the okay. This is the 15. Okay. Okay, 1, 2. So it was probably here. Yes, okay. It was here. This candle, I guess. Okay. There we go. 1, 2. Then this candle, at first, now it looks so aggressive bearish, but at first made a top lower wick, and I placed exactly above here as a pending order, 10 pips to fill the wick, partials taken 90%, and then, of course, price dropped it and made a support. So that's afterwards I didn't take any trade. I had a back testing here due to the fact that it's a new setup, so I didn't actually knew about it. So as you can see, what I was like testing was, okay, now is this a valid retest? Yes, we got this rejection on the 5 minute, but is this retest still valid to go at least to the previous, to fill the previous week, or is a high chance that price now is getting rejected? And as you can see, this was the back testing, and it would have gone to 10 pips, and I guess even more, because I closed bearish, but I think, I don't know, 20 pips, 10 pips for sure. And then afterwards, I was not on the chart anymore. Liquidity grab, and then continuation up exactly to fill this week. Look here, exactly at the same level, exactly. And I mean, you would have taken above here, so you would have taken possibly a buy at the candle close, and you would have needed like 20 pips, and this would have been 20 pips. So it's a 1-to-1 trade that is absolutely nice. So as a recap today, so this one was the backtesting session that I did on the London session, before watching that, seeing that Raja took exactly this, 20 pips. Okay, this one was my first entry. As you can see, 10 pips was my partials taken, and then as you can see, the full position was taken here at 24 pips. Okay, this is the second trade, and Why don't I have it today? Okay, let me quickly. Where did I put it? Journaling. I'll be in the yesterday. No. Hmm. Maybe I didn't say 1, 2, 3. No, this one is the last week. No, okay. So let me open this one, the broker. Okay, so this is today, which is like the 2 trades that I took, and it's 55 euros, so it's a 0.5 percent profit, and we are now up on the challenge. It's like 10, 10, but most of all, more than this, it's the confidence that, let me also take the screenshot. It's the confidence that is coming from this style of trading, which is absolutely very nice for me. Today. Okay. These second week. Okay, so okay, perfect. So this style for me. It's very nice. I'm feeling very confident with it, and especially because I mean the price action is very similar. The concepts are very similar to the ones of the 1 minute chart. If we look at the trades, look at the candle is 1 minute, then you can take this where the trade that I took, as you can see, or the retest here. What I think what I took was here, the retest of this candle and going back there. But only 1 minute, now it looks much more clear. But if I have to look at every single candle, I don't know where to enter. I feel like it's very noisy. And I want to also look if no real setups for going bearish were given, but I mean, was not as clear to shift the bias here. I don't know. On the 5 minute, I feel like it's much more clear, less noise, and the understanding of the momentum and the price action is the same. It's just that it gives you more confirmation. The liquidity grab, the concept of support being created and taking advantage of it is the same as the 1 minute when you look at the price action here. It's just that on the 5 minute is much more clear the support being created rather than on the 1 minute. At least for me. I don't know. And let's go with the journaling. As you can see, first trade was an impulse entry on the 5 minute chart, price created a support and then went aggressively back into the range. Entering buys, yes, it was fine. I hope for me, what I can do better next time is hold the partial longer because we would have reached my final TP. Anyway, what I was feeling very confident without noise, without thoughts. I was very patient, not even thinking about anything specific, and I was very nice. 10 for the first partials and 24. I was using the after the entry was 10 pips the automatic partials and break even trade management. For now, it's good. In the curve, if I feel like I'm getting profitable, then I will possibly look at, okay, I am confident enough, now I can start taking like 80%, 50% off at 10 pips and let the rest run. But I have to be confident that the price is giving a bigger push. Second trade was an impulse is during your session open, press retest and grab liquidity at previous highs, where impulsive candle broke and closed above PSA. I waited for the lower wick and enter above previous highs, as I showed you. It was very good. I was confident. I was patient. I was 10 pips, and then the 10% was taken out at break even. Trades review we did. I missed the opportunity per plan was one that was that I showed you, but was backtesting, so was not really sure if the weak fill worked this way. Backtesting one, retest on the moment. And this is essentially, even if now then the price goes back and bearish as it did, this on the 1 minute becomes a double top. So it's the same concept, just that I have to get used to it. I didn't miss it, blah, blah, blah. Anything completely unexpected happened, actually not. Main fears, I didn't experience any fear. One thought that didn't actually affect me was, okay, I was still thinking about, you see, now this one could have been 100 pips of the partials, would have been 50 euros by itself, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, not really affecting me, because this is really something that is, I don't know, using this style, taking my wins as soon as possible gives me that feeling of, okay, yes, I didn't take the maximum profit. Okay, yeah, I enter here. I could have taken 100 pips in 1 hour without ever going back to my entry. So why should I take? No. Okay, I take mine. I take second one. This one goes, I don't take any entry. It's fine. That's very, very something that came like this from watching the streamings, and I'm very, very happy. I'm feeling very, very confident that I can keep doing my small profits, but every single day. Of course, not every single day will happen, but more consistently. So not really looking for the big move or expecting it to go at least 30 pips, because maybe it goes to 25 and reacts here. And then I say, you see, 29.6, I didn't take the partials. Then it retraces all the way back. And I'm feeling bad. And I don't understand. And also 10 pips, I can trade more easily. 10 pips is this. I don't need that much of a movement if I understand the momentum and the market structure. 10 pips is very easily, and it can still adapt very quickly. And as you can see, even if with the risk management, I lose more than I win, as long as I have 60%, more than 60% of a win rate, I'm still break even or profitable. As I said, in the future, we'll be able to hold them more, but the percentage of win rate for me, it will be much higher. It will be 70, 80%, due to the fact that I'm 10 pips, I'm already in profit. This is already a successful trade. If then goes bullish again, goes in trend, that's just extra. But for me, it's more than enough. Because if this candle here, I had like 15 pips, 20 pips. Let's say it is 20 pips of a stop loss. Let's say it's 20 pips. And this candle that I entered doesn't go to 10 pips, goes to 8, reacts here, and then goes back. Here, at this candle, I take 50% off. 50% of my position is taken out at 10 pips. So this where is coming from my calculations, my Excel file. Okay, 50% is off here. Then if it goes to my final stop loss, I lost 1.5% of what I win. Yes, it's a negative risk reward, but if the percentage of win rate is that high, overall it will be much more profitable. And having more wins gives me more confidence and keeps me going. And that's very, very important. So yeah, I'm learning this. I'm feeling the strong points are always good. I didn't make the daily mission. That's very bad. And as you can see, also the journaling is becoming not so professional. But anyway, I'm feeling very enthusiastic about this because I can learn every single day. Especially even this. I look at the chart at 10:13 a.m. and then I saw that Raja took this trade. So it's very important for me that I have this immediate feedback. And for me, also now with the 15-minute candles, I can understand better the volume in the chart. Look at this size of the candle. So I will not look for a trade here. I will look for a trade here. I will look for a trade when these candles are moving. If this candle is showing strength and closes and goes here, then I can take a trade. And that means that I can take this. I can maybe possibly do some London session if I have this glance that, okay, reacted the previous PSA, is moving aggressive bullish. If it goes this, there's momentum, there's volume to take at least 10 pips, which is what I need. Then I can trade even doing London just at a glance. At 9, I see if the price, what is the price is doing. If it's slow, if it's moving like this, then okay, I come back into New York. But I can even take up 1, and in 5-10 minutes, I'm already done, and I can move on with my day. And that's very, very important for me. And this is it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will just make the thumbnail because this is what I actually did. So let's put it like this, even if it wasn't 35 pips. But anyway, this for me was a very, very good moment. See you guys tomorrow.